Tommy, defeat against Galway, but it goes to the final day of the season. So is there a relief in that, or does it just prolong the pain? Because with Bray winning and with Athlone still having got it in their own hands, it's really out of yours.
Yeah, I thought before today Bray probably had the best chance, a better chance than us in terms of the games that left. And that's nearly to be proven the case. We'll see. You never know what happens. It's strange. Football, anything can happen any given day. So we'll see how next week goes.
It is strange. A player that you nurtured here at the club, Edward McCarthy, came back to haunt you very early. Did the game plan go out the window inside 5 minutes?
No, look, they're always beating teams well this year, Mike. There's always a chance they're going to score goals, and we knew we'd have to score today to have any chance and rub of the green. So we didn't get that, but look, they were clinical and they finished us off well.
Were you disappointed with the nature of the third and fourth goals? A bit soft defensively?
All the goals were preventable for sure, yeah. But when you're playing against a good team that's pounding away and they're very physical and they can keep going for 90 minutes, it's tough.
You've done well with set pieces of late. The long throws are always lethal from Mark Ludden. It probably looked your best route to a goal today, but good to see Mark Walsh popping up again. He hasn't scored many, but in the last couple of weeks has popped up with a few now. Yeah,
Walsh, he's a great lad. He keeps going. He was probably one of our better players again today. He's probably underrated by a lot of people, underappreciated, but he's in the team every time he's fit because he's such a good defender.
How do you approach next week? Is it just go out, enjoy the game, see where it takes you? You have to win it without a doubt, but the week of training, while it's out of your hands, do you just concentrate on yourselves?
Yeah, definitely. We go out and give it a shot. It's obviously going to be difficult. Finish as high as possible as we can. Some lads might be unavailable. With injuries and stuff like that. So we just have to, we have to give young lads a go as well. Obviously, we'll be doing our best to win the game, but we'll see how we are during the week and we'll put out the best team we possibly can.
It goes to the final day, but does this make you look back throughout the season and the 3-2 result here against Longford and certain results that, now that it's down to the finest of margins in one game, you kind of kick yourself and said, we've lost an opportunity to get to the playoffs?
Well, you talk about finest of margins. Like we were up in Bray a couple of weeks ago, and the ref said it to be there. The liner, he made a mistake. He was the same linesman. He was offside. We scored in the 98th minute. Questionably offside. Don't think it was, and he had success in the first half. So then that's another 2 points there. So there'd be questionable decisions here. The sent off against Wexford. Those things go against you, and they don't even out. We should have a penalty in the first half. Like I asked the ref, and he said there wasn't enough contact. But if there's enough contact to make someone go down,
if it happens anywhere else in the pitch, it'll be a free.
Yeah, exactly. And I think Galway have got 20 penalties this year, one in every second game. I think they get it. And that's what happens with the full-time teams. And that's not sour grapes. They're deserving champions, but. They've been given against us for less than that. Like we got one given against us last year for the foul on Mark Ludden. So and they don't even out. I don't see them ever even out. And I've been saying that to refs. The more you roar and shout on the pitch and off the pitch, the more you get. By the looks of it.
You have to feel there was an air of optimism around the ground before kick-off today. Certainly the news of the takeover this week would have given people grounds for looking forward again that the future is secured. Does it make you feel a bit secure as well, that now that there won't be any financial trouble off the pitch for a while, that there's a plan for the future? Does it give you a bit of hope?
Yeah, it does, but we still need a massive amount of support, Mike, because we're looking at we're competing against teams now that have we keep saying this, the financial resources, and the reason to do even the so-called teams with not massive money, they have their own resources, they have their own facilities, they have their own stadiums, they have their own grounds, and I've been saying for a number of years now that's what we need to get right first, because otherwise you could be thrown into a hole, so it's important that we do that and we get lads training more and the whole club is going to be invested in, so it's not going to be all thrown at the senior men's team, and that's what people think straight away when investment comes in. But certainly is, from speaking to Kieran, speaking about a plan, it's going across the whole club, so it won't be a massive significant it won't be like we're going full time in the morning or anything like that. We'll have a few young lads on part-time pros and train them a bit more, but we certainly won't be a massive increase by the sounds of it in the playing budget for senior men's. It's about building off the field, and I think it's a long-term project that Tricor and Ciara have in mind.
And very finally, on the support, Tommy, while yes, everyone would love people coming through the gate in bigger numbers, big crowd in this afternoon, there's always that optimism that you will get crowds when you have big games. But importantly, to thank those who do continue to turn up week in, week out, because the core support has certainly grown in your time as treaty manager.
Yeah, definitely. Look, we have a good core support now of 700 or 800, maybe, between 500 and 800 anyway. And it's great to see it. And they're very supportive. They're proper supporters. They support you win, lose or draw. I think they understand that we're up against it, and the boys keep plugging away. Look, we played well today. We just up against a better team. We play against any of the other teams in the league, and we're getting something out of that game. The lads are just clinical and they finish us off.